So this is going to be an uncut video about how I failed my driver's test twice. And I'm also going to tell you what not to do. Don't be like me. Don't be like me, okay? Be like me when I pass, but don't be like me when I didn't pass. So I recorded this video already, but I don't have a lot of storage on my phone, so I'm just going to kind of breeze through it. So the first time I took my driving test, I wasn't familiar with the area that he took me driving, or the route that he took me driving, but I did go over there because my dad lives over there. So the day before, or 2 days before, I went over there and practiced with my mom, and then it was the day of the driving test. So I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I did wrong to fail. So I did not do, what did I not do? I changed lanes wrong. I went above the speed limit one time, and what else? I forgot what else I did. I did that, and I didn't look at my blind spot, but he said that wasn't serious. But I basically did that. Oh, and I crossed the double yellow line. Right? What a wimp. So, first thing, when I went above the speed limit, no, let me tell you about the changing lanes. So, he took me on the highway, on Route 8, and please be prepared. Like, you might say they're not going to take you on the highway, but that's what I thought too. So just be prepared for that. So he took me on the highway, and when I got off of the highway, I asked him, like, where do I go? What lane do I go into? And dumb old me, I didn't think go into the lane closest to you, so I kind of, like, cut lanes, and then I had to end up transitioning into the other one. So that was the first thing. Second thing was that I crossed the double yellow lines. Now, when I'm driving with my mom, I'm comfortable with her, and I know I'm not supposed to do this, but when a car is right here and they're blocking the turning lane, I go around them. So I went across the double yellow lines to go into the turning lane. And when he said we should not have done that, I was like, hand me those L's. So to make it worse, he handed me another L. Because when I was turning, supposedly I was going 40 miles per hour, but it's just like, I know I wasn't going 40 miles per hour, because why would I be going 40 when I'm only turning? It didn't feel like it either, but I didn't blame the instructor, so I just said whatever. Second time, which was today, cried for 48 hours straight again, because I paid almost $300 to take my license through a driving school. So my first test was on the 1st of November, and this one was on the 30th, so the end of November. So I really wanted to take it because I didn't want it to accidentally snow, and then for my lesson to get canceled, or for my test to get canceled. So today I also did 3 things wrong. I backed into a parking space. I backed into the one behind me, and my mom was like, oh, they're not gonna, like, make you reverse, and I was just like, girl, they're not gonna make me drive straight. So when she said that, the first thing they did was take me to reverse park. So I reverse parked the first time, and I was on the line, and he said, okay, do it again. So I did it again, and I accidentally went too far back into the space behind me. So that was one fail. The other one was, I was in the midst of turning, but I didn't stop behind the white line because I was in the midst of turning, and it turned red. So he said, that was one thing, and I did that twice, so that was 3 altogether. So when you're taking the test, go in the car with a smile. Please do not be nervous. I wasn't nervous, but when I do get nervous, when I feel like I'm going to fail, I start getting nervous, and I start making mistakes. So I really hope that I don't do that again the next time I take it, if I want to take my license, because I don't even know anymore. So don't cross the double yellow lines like my stupid ass, okay? You're not supposed to cross the double yellow lines. That's an automatic fail. Maintain your speed. You're always supposed to be at 25 miles per hour. Even if it says 35, I drive at 25. Unless I go on the highway with the guy, then I only drove 60. Don't be scared. Yeah, don't be scared, don't be nervous, because when you start being nervous, you start to make simple mistakes like me. If it's a yellow light, look at it as a red light. So don't try to drive through it. When it's a yellow light, be prepared to stop, okay? Because you might be like me and it's in the midst of turning, but since you're over the white line, he's going to say, you have to be behind this because then trucks can't get by you. And what do you know? A truck went by me right when he said that. I was like, dee. But you know, just keep those things in mind. And also, always check your blind spot and make sure that, ooh, that fly. Make sure that you're in the lines when also parking. I would, once you have street driving down, I would try as much as you can to reverse park into parallel park, because that's where I effed up on, and I wish I can do it again. So I have to call the DMV and see if I can reschedule a test with them, because mine originally with the DMV, mine was supposed to be in February, but I didn't want to wait that long, so that's why I went to the driving school and I took it. So do that, please do that. And if you need to take lessons or go to a driving school, I mean, it is pricey, but if you want a earlier date, I would go to the driving school, because they just have earlier days than the DMV. So that is how I failed the 2 driving tests that I did. That's a little, not story times, but that's just some tips. Don't be like me, don't be like Alexis. Unless I pass, then be like me. But since I failed right now, don't be like me. So this is just an uncut version of how I failed my driving test. And if you are taking your driving test and you have any questions, just leave them down below, because I will answer. Leave them down below, because I will answer all the questions that you have. And that's about it. So I hope you guys have a nice, Wednesday night. Peace.